Hello and welcome to the Week 2 version of the Monster Pod here on legalized.com. Steven Anders, Matt Brown, joined this week by Connor Allen of 4for4. You got to go check out their great work over there. Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. This is all the way out to 8.5. There is a 9 out there that has just popped as we are sitting here talking. So anywhere from 8 to 9. This got all the way to 10 before there was some buyback on the Raiders. 41.5 is our total. Connor, you're the guest here, so we'll go ahead and give you the honors. We saw the Ravens, of course, lose in week 1. We see the Raiders look like not really even an NFL football team, and so we get this big spread, but is it justified?
Yeah, and that's what I worry about, is because we saw this Ravens team come into Kansas City last week and have to pass a ton because they were down the entire game. And I don't think that that's how this Ravens team wants to play. And now they're going to have the opportunity, I think, to show more of their true colors against a Raiders team that you already mentioned is not very good. So in this spot here, though I worry, I mean, we're getting a big spread here immediately at 8. So for me, it's kind of a pass because I go back and forth. I worry a little bit about this Ravens defense. I worry about the offensive line, which looked terrible against Kansas City last week. And I mean, it's not like the Raiders don't have pass rushers. They can get home if they need to. So I think that could cause some havoc and keep the game a little bit closer than most people anticipate.
Yeah, Connor, that's my thoughts exactly here is that, listen, if the only thing the Raiders might be able to do all season long is get at the quarterback with that defensive line of theirs. And what I saw with the Ravens last week, I don't think I want any part of it, Steven. There was one obvious teaser last week that got destroyed by Cincinnati. I know a lot of people talking about the teaser here with this one, taking the 8 down to 2. I don't know if you're going that way this week. What say you?
I do have a teaser, but I do have some concerns about the Raiders pass rush in this game. But I can't get clarity here because, my eyes told me that the Baltimore offensive line struggled against Kansas City. But if you look at some of the metrics, Baltimore actually graded pretty well by PFF and ESPN's pass block win rate, but they also graded extremely poorly in the percentage of snaps they allowed quick pressure. So I don't know, Matt, you could tell me if you disagree. I watched that Chiefs game and I thought there were enough snaps where there was total breakdowns on
the early season grades to me just about everywhere have been wacky. So I'm just kind of like, I like my friends at these other places that put the grades out. And so I'm going to reserve for the next, give them 2 more weeks to get these things to level out. But some of the stuff I saw this week was just absolutely crazy. I saw the same thing you did, Steven, but yeah, the Ravens were awful.
Yeah. So now you get Christian Wilkins, the former Miami standout, on that defensive tackle position to go with Max Crosby on the outside. That's a hefty assignment for this Baltimore offensive line. Combine that with Antonio Pierce just never going to make an aggressive, smart decision. It seems like, the surrender index literally graded it as the worst 4th down decision this century. 4th and 1 on the Chargers 43, down 6 with 7 minutes left. They punt, Chargers score, game over. I mean, up until that point, they were in the game. They might cover the 3, but he makes the worst decision.
Steven, talk about this week. What do you think about the game? What are you doing? Everyone saw it already. Talk about this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm caught in between. I think the teaser is fine, right? I think the teaser is fine to get it down there. My one concern would be the protection for Lamar Jackson in this game.
Connor, Steven gets yappy sometimes on stuff. Like he was giving us a play-by-play of a game that's a week old today. Like he's getting he's giving us the play-by-play. Like, yeah, everyone saw it. Everyone understands. What does that mean for this?
It's your job to keep him on track, right?
Yeah,
that's the best coach in the game right here.
All right, you learned fast, Connor. You learned fast. He's got to keep me on the straight and narrow here. That's for damn sure.
Look, I don't hate the teaser leg, but honestly, it's just a pass for me. I got to see more out of this Ravens team and try to figure out what they're all about. Guys, had a pretty good week 1, so hopefully we can continue on here in week number 2. Connor, do appreciate you being here as well. Of course, check out their great work over at 4for4. Awesome stuff over there, not just from a betting standpoint, from fantasy standpoint, DFS standpoint. Be sure and take in all of their great work. We do everything free here, so please hit that subscribe button. We'll be here all season for you. And if you head to lines.com, upper right-hand corner is the Discord, and that is also free, where you can go in and chit-chat about things all season long in all of the sporting betting markets out there. For Connor, for Steven, I'm Matt. Good luck on all your week 2 bets.